So making adjustments with an image is pretty easy. All you need to do to edit an image is highlight the image or click on it and go over to the left here, which is called edit image. It should show up on your toolbar here. So just hit edit image. This is where Canva gives you a full range of edit options. There are a few, ways of editing your photo. For example, you've got a list of effects. You've got apps which you can use. I'll probably go into that in a different video. But the main thing is, if you've got the paid or pro version, you'll have access to some of the AI and edit features here. You can also use filters to pick and choose from in your list. But the main one that I usually use is background remover, maybe magic eraser, expand every now and then the adjust tab. So basically auto adjust allows you to let Canva sort of do its own thing and sort of figure out what it kind of would want for you. But I'm just going to undo that. So in this instance, it just made it a bit more saturated. This is where you can adjust intensity of an image, so you can reduce the opacity. Basically everything that Photoshop allows you to do to a more simpler degree. You can see that some of the light editor options move as you sort of change the intensity. As you go beneath, this is where you can kind of fine tune what you want for that image. So for example, we want all of them to be high contrast, and probably a little bit like washed out to have that like vintage sort of look. We'll leave the highlights sort of in the middle. Maybe we can reduce the shadow so we've got that feel, but we'll bump the whites up. And blacks will increase as well. So you can see that there are a few options here you can pick and choose from, and then temperature obviously adjusts the temperature based off the image, the tint as well. So this one probably be more leaning towards purple. Color edits are pretty straightforward, so yeah, if you want to pick and choose a specific color to edit that, then you can. So for example, we're just going for the purple on the cardigan here. We can change that, and then obviously you can do what you want with Photoshop and kind of move that around. So maybe you want to match the pink of the text above. We can sort of match that as well, which is kind of cool, right? What else was there? And then yeah, you can also adjust its sharpness, so you can have that sort of grungy texture feel if the image is already fine. Edit clarity, I think that's too much. And then vignette if you really want to, but I think we'll just leave that one out. And we'll reduce the sharpening. So you've got like a bit more of a magazine edit sort of feel to this image now, which kind of makes it look a little bit more suitable for this artwork. It is harder to replicate image edits because you've got to do them again for each one, so just keep that in mind when you're editing images, because you've got to go through the full process again of whatever edits you've done for this image here. Right? Again, if you need to crop images, if they're an image not a vector, you can use the tabs here to sort of hold and resize. Hold shift will keep it in proportion. Sorry, hold alt or command. I think it's alt or command. It might be alt on Windows, but command on Mac. Just have a play and then hold shift to just sort of free crop or free transform crop that image as well. Yeah, this also works on text, I'm pretty sure as well. But I guess the effects of text, I'll probably go into this in a different video as well, but you've got a range of options, including having like a background of a text, like a block of text, like a highlighted block of text basically. So I'll go into this in a different video, but yeah, for the most part, that's how you edit your images. So just go edit image and pick your options. There's probably one more thing that I could show if I hit a new canvas, and I'll just delete all of this. for example, I'll just upload another photo. So just keep in mind when editing photos, if you go edit image, say for example, maybe you want this image to sort of fill the full canvas, because increasing this doesn't make it look right. Say we want the edges of this image to cover without having to fully crop the image. Just go edit image and go magic expand. So this is a premium feature as well. We can just go whole page and it will expand the image through AI generation and expand it this way. So we'll see what this sort of comes up with. Depending on the image, you'll get different options, but yeah, in this instance, we'll see what it does. Yeah, so there you go. It's not much of a big difference, but you can kind of see it's just expanded the jersey and shifted that background a little bit more to the right. Another thing you can do is background remover. We've kind of already gone through that. And then magic edit, so you can change this basketball, for example. And if you really want it, you can change it to like, pretty sure like flowers or something. I haven't really used this too much, but I've used it a couple of times. It's worked okay, but it just kind of depends what you're after. Just see what this sort of comes up with here. Well, there you go. Interesting, right? Look at those hands. Really powerful, very powerful tool if you are paying for the pro version. But yeah, the hand is weird, but you kind of get the idea. This can also work if you're working on a poster or a wedding card or something as well. So just keep these options in mind. Effects are pretty much the same thing as well. You can retouch your face with a click of a button or hit blur. You can choose your filters as well if you really need to. And add a drop shadow. I think this one might look good with a drop shadow. There you go, that's how you do it. So we'll put the drop shadow to the bottom right. I think that makes it a little bit nicer. Okay, so that's also how you add drop shadows to images. So just go into the FX window and keep have a fiddle around. But yeah, there are some very powerful apps in here as well, like Pixel Enhancer. I'll go into that in a different video. But yeah, if you've got any questions, just let me know. If you need help with Canva, just leave a comment and I'll leave a link in the description to get in contact. Thanks.